skill development has been identified as one of a pastor's greatest needs. What is a specific skill related to the pastorate that you have had to work on to develop?
Yeah, so I would say I'll mention two. One is I'm not an administrator by nature. By nature, I'm pretty unorganized and
people-oriented.
Yeah, and I would just say I recognized early on that was going to be a pinch point in the effectiveness of ministry if I did not improve. And I found administrative people and went and talked to them and learned some things that I needed to learn.
You need to get good enough to be dangerous.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so I think that just you can learn some administrative skills if you choose to. And I did because I needed to for the sake of the church.
Talk a little bit about what you've learned about disciple making, because I know this has become a big thing for you, but not so much in early years, but now.
Right. Yeah. Our church discipled people by accident for many years, and today I would say we have a broken process, but we have a process, and a lot of that has been watching what other churches do, but I would say over 80% of our adults and teenagers are in a disciple-making process right now. And that is happening through people are either in one-on-one relationships or they're in groups of 4 or less. And I'm very grateful for that.
It is cool that there is no one-size-fits-all for discipleship. Like,
right.
You do have to have different hooks in the water and do it differently with different personalities and people.
Right.
Sounds like you guys are figuring that out.
Yeah, and I think it's broken. I mean, we don't have a perfect disciple-making process, but we're trying.
Yeah.
I think my personality type can be a driver. And I think one of the things that I've learned is to not drive people. I've learned to coach people. I knew
Describe driving.
A teller, a direct, you need to do things the way I want, when I want, how I want. And I really struggled with that as a pastor in the sense of that Ephesians 4 is I'm to equip and enable you to be all God has wanted you to be within the body.
Let them figure it out.
Let them figure it out.
Yeah.
And so I've had to learn how to be a good question asker. And that was not natural. But I've tried to become a good question asker.
It's really good. My wife and I have always said that the conversation is the relationship.
Right.
And it really is true. Like, the quality of conversations you have with people are based on the quality of the questions.
Right.
I think it is a skill, and as a pastor, to learn how to ask good questions and listen and not just tell them what to do.
Right. And you can learn it.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we end up saying, well, that's just not who I am. And I think that can be a cop-out because we can learn. We can learn how to ask good questions.
Well, and look what Jesus did.
Right.
He always asked questions.
Right.
And very rarely supplied pat answers.
Right.